Hello, 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 and good evening. Welcome. It is Tuesday night, and I have a beautiful guest ready for this weekend. It's a lovely Emma, and you're Ms Doncaster Galaxy. How are you, Emma?
I'm good. How are you?
Very, very excited to be speaking to you. I can't wait. I just love it. It's a great way to spend a Tuesday night, isn't it? But I
It is.
can't believe it's the end of March. I mean, there's something big this weekend. Not sure what it is, though.
I can't fathom what it is.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's so close.
I know, it's so exciting, isn't it? It's so exciting. But just for anyone watching, if you would like to leave any comments or ask Emma or I any questions, then please do it, and it will pop up in the comments box. So let's start off with asking you these very important questions. Now, is Galaxy UK finals this weekend, which runs over Saturday and Sunday. It's very exciting. You're competing Sunday night, I believe, aren't you? Is that right?
Yes, Sunday. Yeah.
So it's your second time competing in Galaxy. So what made you want to go back to this particular system?
Do you know what? So last year, in fact, to go back to sort of like the beginning of my time in pageantry, I always thought I can never do Galaxy because I'm not, pretty enough. I'm not skinny enough. I'm not this. I'm not that. And I had just a completely wrong idea of what Galaxy was. And somebody persuaded me to apply for Galaxy last year. And I applied and I thought, God, I'll go, I'll have fun. There's absolutely no way that I will even place in a top 10, never mind anything more than that. And I came second runner up. And anybody who saw me compete that night, I mean, the shock that I was in when I even got called as top 10, like pure shock.
Your face was a picture, actually. I do remember it, but it was lovely. It was so genuine and so lovely.
There are pictures of me every time, when you stood there and you're in the top 5 and somebody gets called as 5th, somebody gets called as 4th. And I was just stood there, and every time somebody got called, I was like, it's not me. So yeah, and basically I just realized that the system just really champions people who are so authentically themselves, and that's something that I've always been really proud of. Me and my best friend Jen, we competed at Galaxy together last year. She competed in the Misses and I competed in the Ms, and we had just the best day. Like, the amount of times that I fell over was actually embarrassing, but we just had the best time. Like, we were having so much fun, and I think just the fact that we were having so much fun really shone through, and I think that's why we both did so well. She came first runner up in the Misses, and yeah, that's why I've gone back, because I just had the best time, and they really champion just being yourself, being authentic, being true to yourself, and not worrying about what anybody else thinks.
Exactly. This is the whole thing of it. And I never want people to lose sight of how enjoyable pageants can be. I mean, it's like for myself, I competed a couple of weeks ago, and the main part for me was just these new friendships I made. I had so much fun. I went out for food with people. It was just so enjoyable. And when you find a great system like that, it's why not? You're having the best time of your life. And it's just as soon as you get there, there's only one bad bit about pageants, and that's the week after, where you get the pageant hangover and you're missing everyone. And then, so yeah, my advice to anyone would just be, just go and embrace it, enjoy the fun that you have. And Galaxy's great for that. It's a wonderful system.
Yeah. And do you know what? Just go and just be yourself and be lovely to everyone. Have the most fun. Like, especially if there's anybody watching, like, who is competing this weekend, me and Jen are competing together again. If you see us, like, come over and we'll talk to you about cats. We'll we love plants. You know, we're just there's pictures of us like everybody else is looking at us like we're crazy.
So, honestly, you two make me laugh together so much. You're just like, you're definitely one of me.
I
So
think
you're constantly
we're like,
smiling and everything, and I love it. Having such a wonderful time. But yeah, that's what it's all about. And I just, like I said, just love
yeah,
meeting people like yourself that are just so, so
yes,
genuine and just absolutely love pageants just for that reason, because that's the whole point, isn't it? And it's just so, so great. So I mean, obviously, you've got this big weekend coming up, and they are doing it a little bit different this year, I believe, aren't they? They're doing a white party this year. How are you feeling
yeah,
about that? It looks sort of following the international way of doing things.
yeah.
How
It'll be
exciting
fun.
is that? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited that I've got sort of like time to because you are right. The best bit about being in a pageant is having fun, getting to know the girls that you're competing with. I always say that the most amazing thing about pageants is I could go to any city in the UK and I would have a friend. So that's why I'm so excited about like the white party and orientation, because it means that I get to hang out with these girls who I've sort of been getting to know virtually over the past year. And then
Yeah.
we're all going to be able to like have a little boogie, and it's going to be good. Like, I'm so excited. And then also we kind of get like the Saturday off,
Yeah.
so we get to chill.
Yeah. So you're chilling on the Saturday. So you got it's the white party on Friday night, isn't it? And then is it the teens
And
and
this, yeah,
Miss compete on the Saturday, and then it's the Ms and Misses on Sunday, right? Because it's
that's
always been the
exactly
other
it,
way
yeah.
around. It always used to be on the Friday
Yeah,
where the Ms and Misses were first, but it's different this
yeah,
year, isn't it? So, but you
yeah.
know, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be
I'm
amazing,
so
and
excited.
I can tell you're so excited. I love it. I'm just like literally buzzing off you, been and the excitement. So yeah.
I
So
know.
let's have a little chat about your platform.
Yeah.
Your platform's a very important one, the Big C. Can you just tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the Big C came about in, gosh, 2021, around February, March time. Um, Basically, my best friend Luke, we lost him to a really, really rare form of bone cancer called Ewing sarcoma. And you know, when he passed away, I was obviously devastated, and sort of woke up one day and thought, right, I mean, you've got two options here, and you can either, you know, wake up every day and just mope and be devastated and cry and not know where to go from here, or you can get up and you can make a difference and you can make a change. And that's what I decided to do. Thankfully, it was such a great decision that I made, and I'm so happy that I did. And essentially, when Luke was really poorly, I mean, granted, it was in the middle of like the COVID lockdowns when he passed away, so it was really hard to find the support that was available to him.
Mhm.
As a young person with a terminal illness, it was really, really difficult. And um, you know, since losing him, I've spoken to a lot of people about, especially with my career now, spoken to a lot of people who are, you know, going through cancer themselves, or somebody they love is going through cancer, and everybody has spoken about how hard it is to find the support that's available to them. Yeah, so essentially what the Big C did, we started out as the kindness drive, and I was really lucky. We got to help hundreds and hundreds of people with cancer. We provided care packages to teenage cancer wards all around Yorkshire, and we worked in conjunction with the Teenage Cancer Trust to do that. Um, and then we relaunched this year as the Big C. And essentially, what we do is just provide support, information, and advice to people facing cancer. Um, and we provide like a sense of community, especially to young people with cancer. Um, So yeah, we do lots and lots of different things. We have a library where you can get free resources and free books and free information. And yeah, just lots of different things for people with cancer. And we're about to, at the end of the year, launch sort of start to move into the cancer prevention space as well. So lots going on. Lots going on.
That's such an amazing thing to do as well. I mean, it's good that that people that are suffering with cancer and people around them just feel like they've got somewhere to go and the bit of support and information if they need. I mean, I have put your Instagram across the bottom, but is there any other websites or anything that is useful for anyone watching this if they wanted to see the big C?
Yeah, so on Instagram we're called the Big C Online.
Okay.
That's where we are. We're still getting the social media sites up and running. I'm not great with social media. I'm great at
I know that one, I'm gonna say. So, yeah.
I'm
It
great
ticks over.
I'm great at like the getting out there and advocating and being a voice and all of that stuff, but I'm not great at social media. But one place where I post a lot of things is my personal Instagram. That's where I post most things, to be honest.
Okay, so that for anyone, that is the one that's going across the bottom, which is www.instagram.com.
Yeah, I was going to say or Instagram / Emma Jade Music.
Fabulous. Yeah, we were having a chat about this earlier. I mean, I can obviously pop that in the comment of the video as well. I'll just make that easy so that they can see either one, which is easy. But you're a music lover as well as me. I love this. So tell me a bit about music that you do.
Yeah, I've been a country music artist since I was 11 years old.
Amazing.
First started touring when I was 13 or 14. God, music's taken me all over the world. I've done some really, really incredible things. I was on The Voice in the UK on Tom Jones's team. I was hit #1 on the iTunes country charts, which was amazing, really, really surreal, and just had so many incredible times making music. And again, which is really funny, is Jen is a country music artist as well, so had just amazing with her. And so there's lots going on.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, you two are like peas in the pod, definitely. Because I think
some would say Dumb and Dumber, but
definitely not. No, you two are awesome, absolutely awesome. I love it. You've just got such a great energy together. I mean, I always have great fun when I see you two. I'm like, yes, Emma and Jenna in the room. So yeah, it's brilliant. It's got to be done. It's got to be done.
Yeah.
So you've got so many sort of layers to you. You do so much. So another one of this is with your versus arthritis for work. So let me tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. So I actually was diagnosed, maybe even 3 years ago now, with a really, really rare autoimmune disease called palindromic rheumatism. Now, I know you mentioned earlier something about arthritis, and I thought, God, I feel you. Like, so palindromic rheumatism is it's an autoimmune disease. It makes my joints swell. I get lots of, fevers, flus, all of that sort of stuff. If you can hear my boyfriend on his Xbox, I do apologise. It's getting very worked up out there.
Brilliant.
Love it. God, but yeah, so I was diagnosed with that about 3 years ago, and at the time I was really, really, really poorly, really struggling to control it. Dealt with a lot of pain, a lot of just days off work, and not being able to explain the pain that I was in. Fatigue is a massive one. and people telling me that I was too young to be tired, and all of that good stuff. And so I've been really lucky this year. Basically, I just decided, you know what, I've had enough, and I'm not gonna let this absolutely awful disease ruin my life.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do all of the things that I wanted to do. And you know what? Granted, I am quite well. This sounds so bad. I'm quite well medicated now. We've sort of got to a point where my medication is ticking me over, and I have a lot less flare-ups than I had when I
Yeah.
was first diagnosed. But I decided I was going to do all of these things that I never thought I would have been able to do with my disease. So there is something that I can't talk about it until after Galaxy, but something that I did last year that was just the most incredible experience of my life, the hardest thing I have ever done, physically, mentally, the hardest thing I've ever done. And yeah, so really pushed myself to do it. And then I've just been really lucky that through sort of doing that and sharing my story and talking about how I'm not going to let this disease ruin my life, I've been able to work with a charity called Versus Arthritis, which exactly what it says on the tin. They deal with sort of like musculoskeletal diseases, and it provided me with so much support. So just really lucky that I'm able to sort of like give back to them, and give them my story and talk about my experience. And especially because what I have is so rare, they don't have many people that can do that. So
Yeah. It's
yeah,
really good
just
information for someone else that may have it as well. It just gives up, gives
yeah,
back, doesn't it, to the charity and everything like that.
good.
I mean,
Yeah, and do you know what? I was diagnosed with every disease under the sun before I was diagnosed with palindromic rheumatism, because it's so rare, and it presents as so many different diseases. But it's sort of like rheumatoid arthritis, but you don't get this in your blood test, and it's kind of like lupus, but you don't get that in your blood test. And so many doctors that I saw had no idea what it was. And I eventually saw one doctor and walked in, told him my symptoms, and it took about 5 minutes, and he told me what was wrong with me. And that's it,
just
So
takes that one doctor, doesn't it, that can actually change everything without a
yeah,
doubt, doesn't it? So, but yeah,
yes,
no, you're absolutely amazing. Like everything you're doing with everything you've been through, you're such an inspiration. And it doesn't stop
thank
there
you.
as well. We'll talk about your career as well, which is even more inspiring as well. Tell me a little bit about your career.
Yeah, so do you know what? It's so funny because I always just sort of say like, and I was talking to, I don't know if you know Beth, Beth Parr, she's my pageant coach, and I was talking to her the other day, and I was like, well, I've just got like a normal job, and I'm a normal person, and she was like, Emma, your job's not normal, like,
Yeah.
so yeah, so of course I work um in the big scene. That's what I do part time, and then I work for Cancer Research UK full time. Um, that's why I'm still in my work attire. I've literally just got off the train from London. I've been in the office today. Just been promoted to Senior Community Health Engagement Officer for Cancer Research UK, which yeah, do you know what? It's such an incredible job, and I'm so lucky to have the job that I have. And essentially, what I do is run the Cancer Awareness Roadshow for Cancer Research UK. So we go out to essentially the most deprived areas of the UK, so England and Scotland, hopefully Wales and Northern Ireland soon. We'll see. But at the minute, England and Scotland, the most deprived areas, and the areas of the sort of worst cancer outcomes, and areas of the greatest need. And yeah, we talk about cancer prevention, and cancer diagnosis and how people can live healthier lives. You can't prevent cancer entirely, but you can sort of reduce the risk of you developing certain types of cancer. So that's what we do. We talk about lots and lots of different things. We're very, very busy at the moment because the roadshow goes live in about a week and a half.
I
know. So I've literally got like
for you then.
yeah. I've got like Galaxy happening this weekend, and then something huge happening in the week after Galaxy that I can't talk about. And then the roadshow goes. Yeah, I know. And then the roadshow going live after like the week after that. So it's just a crazy, crazy time, but I wouldn't change it. And I'm really, really lucky. I have two sort of like main areas of my life, and they go completely hand in hand. And my day job is cancer research, and creating a future where cancer isn't as scary as it sounds, and creating a better future for future generations. And then the other half is knowing that at the moment 1 in 2 people do get cancer, and that's it. That's the statistic that we have at the moment. So providing that support, providing that information, that advice, that guidance. So I'm really lucky that I'm able to do both. It's
it's absolutely incredible. You're such an inspiration with everything you do, and like I can't wait to see you on that stage now. I'm so excited. So going back to Galaxy, what are you most excited about this weekend? Are you all prepped and ready?
No. No.
Yeah.
My fashion wear, I'm going to be honest with you, is currently in a cancer research bag on the floor, half made, and I've only just ordered some of the material on the train home from work today.
Okay.
Yeah, my interview wear is in a box outside. I think that arrived today, so I'm hoping that fits.
Yeah, you should be fine. But yeah, it's all those last minute little bits. But it always
I'm packed
together. Yeah, there you go. Sorted. If you've packed just the last couple of bits is fine.
Yeah. And do you know what I bought? So I bought a gown. When did I buy it? God, like towards sort of like the end of last year, I bought this gown, and it's stunning. I love it so much. The most amazing gown I've ever seen, and it's so me. And it's a size 8. I don't know when I ever thought that I was going to be a size 8. Especially by March. I don't know what I thought was. So I've tried and tried and tried to stuff myself into it, but it's not happening. So I've ended up getting a completely new gown.
Yeah, to be honest, as long as you find one and you feel comfortable in it, that's the main thing, isn't it? So
it's not the gown is not going to win the competition.
No. If there's any consolation, I had to get a new gown a couple of weeks before mine. Well, actually, it was about January. I think I did get mine. I was quite organised because I thought there's no way that I'm going to fit into another one. But I was so glad I did because, wow, I was so chuffed with mine. Do you know what I mean? I always think everything happens for a reason. So maybe this is why, the gown's meant to be this one,
Yeah.
I'm a great believer in that.
Yeah. And you know what? It's so different to anything I've ever had. Completely different colour to anything I've ever had.
Yeah.
And cool. It's completely different. So, and I love it.
Yeah. It sounds exactly what I just said in January. I was like, I've never worn this colour before. I've never had a gown like this before. So yeah, there you go. And it works.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see it. But I'm really, really excited for you at the weekend. And from all of us here at Pageantland, we wish you the best of luck. And I can't wait to see you on that stage.
You're going to be there.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed. If anything went wrong, I'd be watching from wherever I am. But I know some of the pageant and team, if not all of us, will be there, and we'll be cheering you on without a doubt. And thank you so much for coming on and like sharing your journey. It's been amazing to chat to you.
Thank you for having me. It's always my favourite coming and chatting to you.
Yeah, like this. We're like, hello. But yeah, we always have a good time, don't we? Definitely.
Yeah.
But thanks again for coming on, and we will definitely catch up soon. And all the best of luck.
Thank you.
Take
Thanks for
care.
having me.
Bye bye.